You on a weight loss journey and you're being plagued by rashes or boils or skin irritation, or maybe you've lost a significant amount of weight and now you're dealing with chafing and all sorts of unpleasantries? Because if yes, this video is for you. Hey everybody, it's Allie. I'm on a fantabulous weight loss journey, and hopefully you'll subscribe, come along for the ride, because I put out new videos every day. So today I'm going to be talking about a bit of a sensitive topic, and I just want to start off the video by saying that if you are someone who is dealing with skin irritation of any kind, whether it's a rash, a boil, just any kind of irritation in general, whatever the case may be, first and foremost, you need to be talking to your doctor for two reasons. Okay, this is not the generic talk to your doctor talk, okay? There are two reasons. Number one, if you are on a weight loss journey and you are being plagued by all of the above when it comes to skin irritation, you need that documented, because there is a chance that at the end of your weight loss journey that insurance may cover skin removal, but they need to see that it's causing you a problem, and it has been causing you a problem over time. So even if it's just an every now and then issue, or if this is something that plagues you every day, please talk to your doctor, make the time, go in, make sure they document it. And there's also some prescription medications and powders that can help you as well. Now, I am not a doctor, but I have had challenges when it comes to dealing with skin rashes, irritations, boils, right? Like it can be part of the weight loss journey, especially if you are someone like myself who started out morbidly obese and you have, a belly apron, if you have, thighs that chafe and rub together. You can also have issues under your arms or in your armpits. So it's something that bothers a lot of people, but they may not necessarily be talking about it. Here are some things that can help you that are just over the counter. First and foremost, if you are getting skin irritation anywhere around your scalp or at the base of your neck, then you may want to look at the shampoos and conditioners that you're using. You may want to switch over to something like a Nizoral, a Head and Shoulders, right? Those type of antifungals can be very helpful when it comes to dealing with issues of the scalp. Specifically, the Nizoral has been a godsend for me. You don't have to use it every day. If you are someone who colors your hair, then it is going to strip the color from your hair over time, right? So you just want to be careful with that, but it works great. You can start out using it every other day, and then after you kind of get your condition under control, you can switch off to using it maybe once or twice a week, depending on the severity of what you're dealing with. It will work for just regular dandruff. It will work for dry skin. It will work for, seborrheic dermatitis. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of things that it's helpful for. So definitely give that a look. You can find it anywhere, Walmart, grocery stores, everybody carries it now. Fun little side note, if you are challenged with losing hair while on a GLP-1, you can also use the Nizoral shampoo to help with hair growth. Next up, we're going to talk about the body. So one of the key things that you're going to want to have a very real conversation with yourself about is how much are you sweating? Because if you're not dry, wherever the location is on your body, if it is not dry, then it is a happy breeding ground for bacteria and fungus. I'm not saying that to be gross. I'm just telling you like it is. This includes getting out of the shower and not drying off 100%. And I know that, for many of us, right, we're late, we're getting ready for work, we're getting ready to go out, we're doing whatever, right? And you may not be drying yourself 100% on 100% of your body. And I'm here to tell you that if you are somebody who is prone to these sensitive skin type issues, you don't have a choice. It's non-negotiable. You have to be 100% dry. That goes for your body, that goes for your feet, that goes for in between your toes, that goes behind your knees, that goes for your butt, that goes for your hair. If it's on your body and you are prone to these type of conditions, you have to get dry, because anywhere that is moist and dark, right? Great place for bacteria and fungus to grow. The other thing that I want to throw out is that the type of soap that you use makes all the difference in the world. And I wish that somebody had told me this when I was much, much younger and was in sports, because, just doing your regular, unscented Dove or whatever's cheapest at the store, right, is not going to cut it for people like you and me. It's just not. You're wasting your time. Unless you want to shower, 3 times a day, right? In which case, fine. You can do that, and you can use that type of soap and get 100% dry every time and be fine. But if you don't have that kind of time in your day, then you are likely going to need to change your soap. Now, the most effective soap, and I have trialed and errored through so many different kinds. I've done charcoal, I've done green tea, I've done, all the things that doctors recommend. None of it worked for me until I did Castile soap. Specifically, Dr. Bronner's Castile soap that comes as a liquid. Now, let me give you a couple of tips on Dr. Bronner's, because it is concentrated, okay? And I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. I know you're doing dishes right now while you're listening to me, or you're doing laundry, or whatever, you're folding clothes. I love you. Listen to me. Dr. Bronner's liquid soap is a concentrate, okay? Please don't. Ladies, don't go and get a big handful of it and put it on your hoo-ha, okay? Don't do that. Consider yourself warned. Okay. Fellas, it goes for you too. So, it's a concentrate. It is concentrated gold, in my opinion, but it is a concentrate. So you can either put it into another smaller container, right? Dilute it down to then use it. Or you can use it very sparingly on a washcloth, whatever your preferred method is. And then you can kind of dilute it while it's on the washcloth. So it's concentrated. The other thing is, you need to be very careful if you have sensitive skin, which flavor you choose, right? It's not really a flavor, it's the scent. I call them flavors. Okay, so I myself have extremely sensitive skin. As you can see, I get, very pink very easily, right? My veins will kind of pop out. I have, I guess, what they call English skin, right? Lots of moles, lots of freckles, very, very sensitive. I'm sensitive to fragrances. I'm sensitive to all that fun stuff, laundry detergent, all that stuff. So having said that, through trial and error, these are the ones that I recommend the most if you have extremely sensitive skin, or if you're just not sure. The first and foremost, my absolute favorite, is the almond. It is very mild. It doesn't have the type of scent where it mixes with your body chemistry and creates something gnarly, which, if you haven't seen all of the complaints that Lumi is getting over on TikTok, apparently that's a big issue, where it mixes with people's pH, right, and natural pheromones, and it creates a really nasty smell, and you end up smelling worse. So side note, keep that in mind. I have not tried their products, so I can't speak to that, but I can tell you that I won't be, having seen all the nastiness that people have been talking about. So almond, Dr. Bronner's, excellent choice. Second pick, the unscented. Also equally as good. If you want to get fancy with it and you like lavender, first of all, we can't be friends because lavender smells like dirt. I don't know why. There's some people who think that cilantro tastes like dirt or tastes like soap, right? Like, it's just one of those things. Lavender to me smells like dirt. So if you like lavender and you want a soap that has a stronger scent, you can do the lavender. It is fine. I have used it in a pinch before. It's fine. I just don't like the way it smells. If you want to get braver than that, you can go with the citrus scent, but do not use the lavender or the citrus or any of the other scents on your face. If you have sensitive skin, don't do it. Just trust me, don't do it. It's too strong. No matter how much you dilute it down, it's too strong. And last but not least, do not get the tea tree version. No. Peppermint, absolutely not. If you want your body to be stinging on fire and burning you right out of the shower, get yourself some peppermint, Dr. Bronner's, or the tea tree, because, oh my God, I could not take it back to the store fast enough. It was so bad. So definitely, even diluted, not okay for sensitive skin. If you have leather for skin and you can handle it, I wish you all the best, but consider yourself warned, okay? Tea tree, peppermint, and again, don't put any of those on your face. Now that I've issued you all my warnings about Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, it is phenomenal. It's got a lot of words on the packaging, so let me tell you a couple of other tips and tricks about it. You can use it as a shampoo. However, ladies, listen carefully. If you are going to use it as a shampoo, you have to dilute it, and you need to be ready for your hair to be squeaky clean. Squeaky! This is not an exaggeration. You guys know, if you've been around on my channel long enough, you know I give it to you real. I am warning you, it will strip everything out of your hair. Oils, good stuff, bad stuff. It is like a clarifying shampoo on drugs. It is insane. Please, if you are going to do that, if you are someone who uses a lot of product and you're looking for something to get all that product out, you can do that with this Castile soap as a shampoo. Again, diluted. But you can only do it like once a month. I'm serious. It will strip everything out of your hair. And you think I'm joking. You think I'm joking about the squeaky? You will hear your hair squeak as you wash it. You think I'm lying? I'm not lying. Okay. So, it's good for that. It's really, really where you want to concentrate it is at your scalp. Again, it's going to have the antifungal properties. It's going to strip away all of the gunk that's built up in your hair. Warning, once a month, that's it. You plan it out. If you have a big event, you're doing big hair, okay, you're going to use it after that. And then that's your once a month. Okay. If all of that sounds like not fun to you, you can also use Castile soap in a bar form. And Dr. Bronner's makes a bar form. There are also some other brands that make, I think there's one that's called Dr. Castile. Anyway, you can find it. It'll be plain Jane, just probably unscented Castile soap. It's just not as effective as the Dr. Bronner's concentrate. So you're going to have to gauge, like, how badly are you breaking out in rashes? How badly are you having chafing issues that's causing skin irritation? Please keep in mind that if you take that concentrate and slap it on a rash, right, to clean your body, it is going to burn. Okay, please don't do that. If you have open wounds or a rash and you're already at that level, this is not where you start. Okay, you start with your doctor. Then once you get it under control, that's when you integrate in the Castile soap, right? And again, it's going to strip the oils from your skin. It's going to strip the oils from your hair. It should really be called Dr. Stripper, which would be a great name. So, because that's what it's going to do. So you need to be prepared to put that moisture back in, right? So with your skin, you're going to want to do like an oil in the shower, or something that's incredibly moisturizing. You want to do your lotions when you get out of the shower and get completely dry. Again, you're not leaving it super goopy on your skin, right? You want to just use enough to be absorbed by the skin, right? The whole point is for you to be dry. There are various sprays and powders that you can use. There are prescription level powders that you can use. So again, like I said, talk to your doctor. If you're using over-the-counter stuff, there are a couple of brands that make some of the sprays, and I'll put them over here. You really want to try to not inhale these things, right? Because it's essentially a powder put into a spray for easy application. So what I do is I get completely dry and then I spray. And you can spray like where your thigh, right, meets your crotch area. If you have an apron belly, you can lift up and spray all along through there. Ladies, under the boobs, right, lift them up, spray. You can do under the arms if you want to. For those that have, you know, the back rolls, you can use it there. Wherever it is that you have skin chafing or rubbing or you break out in rashes, you can use these sprays. So what I do is get completely dry, hold my breath, right? I've got my spray ready, and I start lifting body parts and spraying, right? I know that doesn't sound incredibly sexy, and I'm sorry, but nobody is talking about this, and I know that there are people out there that need help. So I'm just trying to help you as much as I can. So you'll have to forgive my descriptions, okay? So, and then you just want to make sure that it's dry, right? So if you have to go back with a second pass of the spray, that's fine. You just want to go, just holding it for 2 or 3 seconds, just a light spray, and then let it dry, and then let it dry, right? Don't be standing there going right? That's too much. I'm sorry, Kevin. He's trying to sleep and he's like, Mom, what are you doing?
Disty Kevin trying to take a nap next to his octopus toy.
Okay, so don't get crazy with the spray. Not to mention it's not cheap. So don't get wild with it. A little bit goes a long way. And you're just going to have to gauge it. The first time I used it, I didn't use enough. And that's okay, because you can always go back and use more, right? There's no like limit to when you can use it. So I do it right when I get out of the shower, right after I get dry, I go ahead and spray. And then you can also put on your deodorant, right, and anything else. And once it's dry, you can put anything you want over top of it. So if you're using something like an anti-chafing balm or pomade or something in between your thighs, you can still use that. You just have to wait until the spray is completely dry. And that's really the great thing about the sprays is once it's dry, you're good. It's not going to rub off you. It's not going to rub off your clothes. It's not coming off until the next time you take a shower. Let's talk about showering. I'm going to put this as kindly as I can, because I know that there's bound to be somebody who is offended. You have to shower every day. You just have to. If you are someone who has apron belly, pancake boobs, flabby skin, folds, creases, right? You have to shower every day. I'm not saying that to be mean. Please don't come for me in the comments. I know there'll be at least one person that's like, but I don't want to shower every day. You have to, okay? You're either going to be treating rashes and boils and skin sensitivity and slathering up with, what is it, Desitin and, all those rash creams and constantly going to your doctor. Or you could shower every day and do what it is that I'm telling you. Trust me. As someone who lived the majority of their adult life as a morbidly obese woman with lots of folds, I know what works. You work out, you got to shower. You get sweaty, going shopping to the store, whatever, you come back, you take all those clothes off, you take a shower. You have to be dry and clean. And I'm sorry, I know it's inconvenient, I know that it sucks, I know that for many of us on this journey, it's like, why is this getting worse? Why are these things happening? You just have to do it. You have to. And this is one of the main reasons that people get the skin removal surgery, right? If they've got the apron belly, if they've got, the extra skin on the arms, if they've got the pancake boobs, right? This is one of the main reasons why people get the skin removal surgery, because it can be painful. It can suck having to deal with this all the time. While you are in the process of treating the issue, right, with the help of your doctor, it's very challenging. Once you get it healed, right? So if you have a rash, if you have a heat rash, if you have, whatever the case may be, once you get it under control, if you do the things that I'm mentioning and you stay on top of it, you won't have an issue. And a lot of it is going to depend on where you are in your weight loss journey, where you live in the country, the season, right? During the summer, I have to shower multiple times a day sometimes, right? Depending on what's going on. I went to the grocery store the other day, and I swear it's like they weren't running the air conditioning at all. I was like, Publix, are you trying to kill me? It's not normally that bad, but for some reason, it was bad. And even though I had just showered to get up and get ready to then go to the store, I had to come home and shower again and then dry myself completely and reapply the spray. Are you going to have to do that forever? Likely not, but it is a solution that will get you through until you either have skin removal surgery or you reach a point in your weight loss journey where it's not as challenging to keep those areas dry, right? So you may have an apron belly, but it will be significantly smaller, right? And there will be less loose skin there, which means that you may have less issues. Remember, I cannot emphasize this enough. Talk to your doctor, make appointments, go in and be seen. The last time that I was there, I complained about rashes. I didn't have an active rash at the time. And I was like, hey, I keep getting these rashes. You got to give me more of that medication, right? The powder one, so I can just keep it on hand, right? You need to be talking about it at every doctor's visit. If you want insurance companies to cover the skin removal surgery, you need to start talking about it now. I've been talking about it since I first started my weight loss journey because so many people said, hey, It has to be well documented if you want them to cover it. So wherever you are in your journey, start talking about it with your doctor now. Get them to document it. Get them to write you a prescription for whatever every time you go in. It is a small price to pay to have insurance to then be more likely to cover that surgery right once you reach your goal weight. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel and I would greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, subscribe. I'd love to have you along for the ride. Make sure you check out my other helpful tips and tricks videos where I talk about all sorts of stuff that can be helpful to you on your weight loss journey. If you're looking for a positive only support group, I've got you covered. Link is in the description box below. And as always, be kind, rewind.